All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Jerry Givens. I'm a yoga and meditation educator, a mental health counselor, and a writer. I do a lot. But today I'm here to share with you Chair Yoga. So I always like to start these by just giving you a little bit of background about why Chair Yoga. So Chair Yoga was originally adapted from, we'll just call it regular yoga on the floor with the down dogs and stuff for folks who might be more limited in the mobility, they may be chair-bound even. And what my colleagues and I have realized over the years is that these adapted exercises are good for a lot of other folks beyond just the group it was created for. And especially for folks like us who sit at desks a lot or are sitting for a lot of the time, these can be accessible exercises to do when you don't have a lot of time or when you're feeling uncomfortable in your body or feeling tired, ways to kind of wake yourself up or calm yourself down, depending. All right. And so even though I present everything here in a sequence, it's kind of going to flow together. You'll see how it goes. You can pick the individual exercises out and add them to your day if you'd like to take care of your own wellness. Now, everything I offer you is just that. It's an offering. So if there's something doesn't feel good to you or you don't want to do it, just sit that one out. All right. Take care of your own comfort, take care of your own safety. What we'll need for this are just two things. One is a stable chair. The other is just a little bit of space. All right. Now, I'm lucky enough to have this studio here in my living room. You might not have as much space, and that is fine. Just adapt the postures as best you can. So, for example, if I ask you to sweep your arms out to the side, but you're just knocking into shelves and stuff, you might sweep your arms forward. If I ask you to fold forward, but there's not enough clearance before you like bonk your head on something, you might turn to the side and fold to the side instead. So just get creative. Or if it's really just cumbersome, you can pretend you're doing it, but sit that one out. Um, all right, so we're going to go ahead and begin. I'm going to ask you to slide forward toward the edge of your seat. This helps with posture. And then have your knees and feet about hip width apart. So not too far apart, not too close together. Just a little bit of space there. And the heels are stacking underneath the knees. And so once you're here, we're actually going to just do like a brief, like 1 minute little check-in internally. So either close or lower your eyes. Your hands can rest on your lap. And feel your feet on the floor. Feel your seat in the chair. And become aware of your body as if you were stepping into it for the first time today. Curiously looking around what's going on here in this body. All of sensations, some parts of your body might be holding tension. Some parts of your body might feel relaxed. The gray zone in between. You might notice your breath in your body. It might be a big breath, a deep breath. It might be a smaller breath. It might feel easy to breathe. It might not feel so easy to breathe. And notice how you are feeling energetically in this moment. You might feel tired here at the end of the week. You might feel restless or excited. Again, somewhere in between, maybe several places in between. That's okay. This awareness of your body, your breath, and your energetic state. How is your mind doing? Is it drifting? Are there 1,000 things going on in your head? Does the mind feel dull and sluggish? Do you feel calm and present? You might even feel yourself shift between some of these states of mind. And we're not judging any of that as good or bad. We're just aware of how is the mind. And it's with all of this information, checking in like this, that we can better care for the needs of your system. So when you're ready, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath, allowing the eyes to open and raise and bringing yourself back to the space around you. Welcome back. Definitely take that one with you back out into your day. It's always good to check in and just see, like, how am I actually doing? Not just relying on a few cues or just some assumptions about yourself. All right. So if you're not already there, please slide to the edge of your seat, have your feet and knees hip width apart, heels stacking underneath, and drop your arms down next to you. With your next inhalation, go ahead and sweep your arms out to the sides and overhead, reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, release the arms back down. We'll just do that a few more times. Inhale, reaching up, feeling length in the body. Exhale, down, starting to wake us up a little bit. Inhale, reach, and release. Let's do a couple more. Reach up and down, reaching up and down. Good. Reach your arms overhead one more time and leave them overhead. Interlace your fingers. And then turn your palms away from your head. And it's okay if your shoulders or arms have to come forward a bit here. But you're going to press up through the palms like you just woke up. Big stretch through the whole body. Inhale, reach up. Leaving the arms overhead, exhale, just relax the elbows and shoulders for a moment. And then with your next inhale, push up again. Big stretch. You just woke up. Some of you actually might have just woke up. Exhale, relax the shoulders and elbows. Do one more time. Press up. Reach, reach, reach. Good. And then relax the arms on down. Feel sensation as we're getting woken up in our bodies a little bit here. And for demonstration purposes, I'm going to turn sideways, but you can keep facing forward. We're going to do what I call a spinal flex. And probably teach this in actually every chair yoga class I teach. It's just a good one to do, especially if you're sitting a lot. So just have your hands on your thighs. And with your inhale, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together at the upper back and turn your chest to look up. As you exhale, round the upper back, separate the shoulder blades, and look down at your lap. And we'll just keep going back and forth. Inhale, opening the chest, look up. Exhale, round the upper back, looking down. So just start to move on the flow of your own breath. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding the back. And the movement is happening from the mid-spine upwards. Your lower back stays still and steady. Inhale, opening. Exhale, rounding. When we sit for prolonged periods of times and our posture starts to collapse, the upper back is where that starts to happen, usually first. And so all of these muscles can get stuck in that rounded position. So that just helps to bring some pliability or mobility back to this upper spine region of the body. And so with that, we'll go for just a little bit longer, opening up and then rounding. And breathe. And as you come into the chest open position, go ahead and stay. Again, squeeze the shoulder blades together. It's okay for the head to fall back gently. Feel the chest opening, feel the throat stretching. Big breaths here. Good. And then go ahead and round the upper back. Look down at your lap. Feel the shoulder blades separating powerfully. And take some deep breaths here. You might even feel your head heavy as well. Good. Then with your next inhale, come back up to a neutral spine. Drop the shoulders down and feel what's going on in your body again. All right. So we're still at the edge of our seats, feet and knees about hip width apart, heels stacking underneath. We're going to do a little bit of dynamic twisting, meaning we're going to twist, but we're going to keep moving. You'll see what happens. Dropping your arms down by your sides, please. With your inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides and overhead. With your exhale, bring your right arm forward, take your left arm back, and twist, looking behind you. As you inhale, unwind, lift the arms up, come back through center, and exhale, twist to the right. And then inhale, unwind, lifting the arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist to the right. And we're just going to keep going. So on your breath, inhale, unwind. Exhale, twisting, alternating sides. Just feeling that rotation in your spine. There might be some parts of your spine that are like, I'm not moving. And there might be some parts of your spine that are more flexible, more mobile at this moment. Either way, just keep going, warming up the spine. And it's good to mention here, as you're twisting, look behind you. So over that back shoulder. The neck is part of the spine. We want to twist that as well. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Couple more times from side to side. Now take your time getting there. As you twist to the left side this time, go ahead and stay. Your right hand can come to the outside of your left thigh if you'd like, and then powerfully roll the left shoulder back. Again, looking behind you. And it's tempting to lean back as you're twisting. Try to not do that. Feel your spine grow tall toward the ceiling and twist from there. Breathe. Good. With your next inhale, unwind, lift the arms up. Side number two, exhale, twist to the right. The left hand can come to the outside of the right thigh, and then powerfully roll the right shoulder back, looking behind you as far as you can. And then feel the spine grow upwards toward the ceiling and twist from that point. And breathe. Good. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up, please. Exhale, stay facing forward and release the arms on down. Good. We're gonna do some work for the neck and shoulders now. So let the arms just drop down heavy. And then with an inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, squeeze them up as much as you can. And then exhale, drop the shoulders down gently. Again, inhale, squeezing up, shrugging the shoulders toward the ears, shortening the neck muscles. Exhale, drop down. 3 more times, squeeze up. Exhale, release. Squeeze up. Exhale, release. One more time, squeeze up. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. Let them be heavy as they drop down. And then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Bring the head back up. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Head back up and go from side to side a couple more times. Ear to shoulder, back up, ear to shoulder, back up. Breathing as you do so. And just feeling the sides of the neck stretch. You might notice curiously that one side is tighter than the other. The body's just full of asymmetries, as we'll continue to discover in this class today. All right, we're going to take this another step further. Go ahead and drop your left ear to your left shoulder, and then roll your chin down to your chest and over to the other side. Stopping here, roll forward again, chin to chest, back to the first side. So we're just doing half circles on the neck here. rolling down chin to chest, ear to shoulder, rolling down chin to chest, ear to shoulder, and feeling not just the sides, but the back of the neck stretching here as well. You can imagine the head is a little bit heavier than it is to help increase that stretch. Now it's good to remember here, we're still lengthening the spine. We're still sitting up nice and tall. It's just the head dropping, not the upper back. Deep breaths. And then go ahead and roll the chin down to the chest. Stay here for a moment. Again, the spine is nice and tall, and imagine the head is just a little bit heavier, just pulling on the neck gently a bit more. You could also think about it as tucking your chin under a bit more. Breathe. And with your next inhale, go ahead and lift the head up and feel your brand new neck. So we did the neck. Now we want to do a little bit more work for the shoulders themselves. So go ahead and take your left arm straight out to the side and then sweep it forward and across your body, parallel to the floor. With your right hand, hold up just above the elbow and pull the arm in toward your upper chest. You'll feel the left shoulder tractioning a bit here. And only pull as much as is comfortable. We're not trying to pull it out of socket. We're just trying to traction it a little bit. One more breath. And then go ahead and drop the arm down, and we'll do the other side. Right arm out. Sweep it forward and across, parallel to the floor. Hold up just above the elbow and give it a tug. 2 to 3 breaths here. Good. And then dropping it down gently. All right. With your left arm, reach up and overhead, and then bend the left elbow, bringing the hand behind your head. With your right hand, you're going to hold up at the forearm, or if you have open shoulders, you might be able to hold across to the elbow, but make a connection here. And then draw the left elbow more toward the center line of your body, so more toward the right. Good. A couple more things here. The free hand behind you, the left hand in this case, you're going to bend the elbow deeper, bringing that closer to the spine. As you do that, sometimes the back starts to round. And so if that's happening for you, lift the chest. And now we're in the pose. And we're going to hang out and we're going to breathe because this is not the most comfortable thing you've done today, I imagine. This is one of those exercises that's like, it doesn't feel great, but when you come out of it, it'll be worth it. And it feels like your arm's going to fall off. Know that I've never lost an arm doing this. I've never seen anybody lose an arm doing this. So just breathe. Even if there's some discomfort here, it's just discomfort. Deep breaths. And stay for about 10 more seconds. Just 10 more seconds. Keep the chest lifting. You're almost there. And it's tempting to just drop the arm. Don't do that. Instead, let it gently unfurl next to you, feeling the release that happens here. So it's along the side of the neck, it's in the shoulder girdle. There's some warmth and tingling in the arm and in the hand. It probably feels like that shoulder's dropping down further than the other side. You're kind of doing one of these numbers, which is why, whether you liked that or not, we should probably do the other side. So when you're ready, lift the right arm overhead, bend the elbow, hand behind the head. Your left hand comes up and holds onto the forearm or to the elbow, and then pull the arm more to the left, toward the center line of your body. Now, same rules with that backhand apply. You're going to bend the elbow as deep as you can, bringing it closer to the spine, and then lifting the chest. And we're going to hang out. We're going to breathe. And earlier, I promised you more awareness of asymmetries in the body. This is one that is usually pretty pronounced. Because we're usually dominant sided or dominant armed or hand, one side of the body tends to be more developed. And so if you're left-handed, the worst is over, likely. If you're right-handed, you're in the thick of it. So just keep breathing. Relax your jaw, relax your face, sit up nice and tall, and be with that discomfort. It's only temporary. 15 more seconds. And again, don't drop the arm. Slowly let it unfurl and then feel sensation. And I say that a lot. You probably heard me say that like a broken record so far. It's like feel sensation, feel sensation. There's two reasons for that. The first, it's just good to know what's happening. The second is that when you bring your awareness into your body mindfully, like we've been doing, you stop your mind from thinking whatever it was you were thinking before you stop to be aware of the body. And so you find yourself caught in a stress loop, just kind of ruminating over the same thing over and over and over again. This helps to create a break in that loop, helping you to manage that stress. So, two reasons. So we've worked with the shoulders, with the neck, we've created some extension in the body. We need to strengthen the core a little bit, all right? And so let me demonstrate what we'll do. I'll turn sideways, but you can do this facing forward. Still at the edge of your chair. With the inhale, I'll lift my arms up. With the exhale, I'll extend the arms forward, palms face up like I'm holding a tray. Now, as I do that, I'm going to lean back a little bit. Now, when I lean back, the back or the spine stays flat. What happens sometimes is that people round the back and they tuck. Try not to do that. Instead, the pelvis tilts forward and the chest and belly lift. And we're going to move in and out of this. So we'll lift up, we'll lean back, we'll lift up, and go for about 5 or 6 times. Only go back as far as you can without falling or collapsing in the spine. Cool, cool. So sitting nice and tall with your inhale, lift the arms. With your exhale, present your tray and lean away from it. Then inhale, lift it up. And exhale, lean away from the tray as you present it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean back, feeling the core, front abdomen, and the lower back engaged. Inhale up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale up. Let's do two more. Leaning back, lifting up. And we're going to hold this last one. Go ahead and lean back. Present your tray. Try not to collapse the spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Relax your jaw. Good. Then inhale, lift up, and then fold forward over the legs. Now, if it's too much on your back to let the arms hang to the floor, you can always bring the hands back up onto the thighs and fold here. Whichever version you're doing, go ahead and let your head drop down. Let it be heavy. Beautiful. Inhale, sit back up. And you guessed it, feel sensation. Notice what's happening. Notice what's happening. Cool. So just a couple more exercises for today. I'm going to ask you to lift your left arm overhead again, and then reach up and grab your left wrist with your right hand. Now, I want you to think about grounding your left hip down to the chair. And so you're going to pull up the left arm, and then think about tilting just the rib cage to the right. So not the entire upper body, we're not collapsing here, but just the rib cage kind of pivots on the spine to create more length on the left side of your body. And breathe. And then come on back up, release the arms down. We're imbalanced again, so we have to balance that out. We're lifting the right arm up. And then reach up and grab the wrist, ground the right hip to the chair, reach up first, and after a breath or two, then tilt just the rib cage to the left, feeling length along the right side of your body. Good. And then sit back up, release the arms. All right, with your next inhale, I want you to open your jaw as wide as you can. I can't do it and talk with you. So inhale, open up. And then release. We're gonna do that two more times, just stretching out the jaw. Open up wide, inhale. And release. One more time, but we're gonna hold it for 3 breaths. When you're ready, open up. And release. Good job. Let your eyes close for a moment. Feel that sensation from the jaw. It's probably pretty pronounced right now. It's probably good to do that several times throughout the day, especially if you're a jaw clencher. And as that sensation settles down, kind of be aware of the rest of your body as well. Just noticing if anything's shifted since you were first aware of your body at the beginning of our class today. Not that anything had to change, but just noticing if it has. Noticing if anything has shifted with your breath. How is the breath now? How are you feeling energetically compared to earlier? And how is your mind compared to earlier? Again, not that anything had to change or that even had to change for the better, just noticing if anything has. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath, allowing your eyes to open, bringing yourself back.